We removed the tumor. It was very high grade, invading through the bladder wall, not into the muscle layer, something we call very high risk, non-muscle invasive bladder cancer. So we did discuss options. We discussed some options of treatment in the bladder, and we discussed bladder removal as well. Given his commitments to his family and to the team, elected to undergo a bladder removal. We performed a full robot-assisted laparoscopic bladder removal and creation of a new bladder. And I am pleased to report that the results from the surgery are that he is cured from the cancer.
You can clap, it's okay. Get checked out, because it could have been a whole another gathering if I had. I'm thankful. It's been a tremendous journey. It's been tough. I think I dropped 25 pounds. I was like an Atlanta Falcon prime at one point, and just dealing with the catheter, dealing with all the stuff that I had to deal with. And right now I'm still dealing with going to the bathroom. Like, it's a whole life change. Like, I can't, and I'm gonna be transparent, I can't pee like I used to pee. It's totally different. It was some scenes that you saw, all the bull junk that transpired on draft day. It wasn't just that. It was just, I knew as well, I had a surgery coming up. My sons to this day don't know what transpired. I just told them something with my foot, again, because I wanted them to focus on making the team and not focused on dad. So they really don't know. My daughters do, and this joker right here, much love to my son, Junior, who have not left my side since. And I wanted to be here with my team. I wanted to see the new talent that we brought in. I wanted to see them work, see them train, coach them, and I couldn't. But slowly but surely, I built myself back up to where I'm able, I'm strong, I'm ready. I'm still probably about 12 pounds down. I'm gonna get that right. I'm gonna fill these overalls up like no other. But it has been a tremendous journey, and I'm truly thankful that God is so good. God is so good. You have no idea. You have no idea. There's some people out there right now dealing with the same issue, affected by that C word that we usually, when we hear that word, is normally a life sentence attached to it. But not this time. But not this time. Because God got me. And I don't take it for granted. I don't want you to take it for granted. Anybody out there, I don't want anybody to take it for granted, because it's real. Everybody in this room, I guarantee you, have been affected by that C word somewhere in your life. Some parent, some friend, some loved one, somebody has been affected or infected. Some people have beat it. We have a player that beat it on our team, right? Family members have beat it. And I be darned, I think I will have a wonderful team, ain't it, Doc? We gonna beat it, ain't we?
It's beaten.
It's beaten. Amen.
And that's the good news. He did beat it. Of course, Amina here still with me. We got our national college football reporter, Heather Dinich. And Heather, we'll certainly get to you in just a moment, but listening to Coach Prime, it took me back to when I was diagnosed with prostate cancer in aggressive form. And I remember the doc telling me, if you don't have surgery, you'll be dead within a year. And when he told me I had cancer, I thought I was dead. I was like, oh, I'm dead man walking.
Yeah.
And I had to tell myself too, I got to beat this thing. But there were so many similarities listening to Coach Prime talk, because, I had to have surgery. I had to have a catheter. I had to deal with a catheter. I had to use Depends after surgery to do that type of thing. And just like Coach Prime, I didn't even tell my family about it, because the doctor said, yours is so aggressive. We need to make sure we know exactly what we're working with before you talk to them, because we don't want to scare them. And at that time, my boys were so young, and I didn't tell them until I knew I was going to definitely have surgery, and that it was an aggressive form of cancer. And I just remember Coach Prime where he was saying he had lost so much weight. I had surgery, I was 194 pounds. By the time I had surgery and I went back to work, I was 174. And I had dropped 20 pounds.
Yeah.
And it was so funny when I walked in, people looked at me like, oh my God, is he gonna make it? There's just so many similarities listening to Coach Prime. Like, oh my goodness, it took me all the way back to when I had surgery.
Yeah, and that was the one thing that stood out to me as well, was him talking about not letting his sons know, right? Wanting them to focus on the NFL draft. And when you hear Deion's story, you go back and you start thinking about some of the criticisms that he was dealing with while dealing with that. You know, watching his son slide in the draft, dealing with that as well, and trying to, you know, balance all of those things. That's what I thought about just watching him up there. It's like, okay, you're dealing with, you know, not only just a health issue, but a serious health issue, and then trying to be a father at the same time and be strong for them at the same time without letting them see you what you're going through. And one thing I also thought was interesting was that he reached out to Randy Moss as well. You know, he said that he was his source of strength.
Randy Moss, he said, called him every other day.
Yes.
Obviously, because he had been going through the cancer thing. And here's the beautiful thing about that, is that it's not a death sentence. You can beat it. And I just, man, it was just so good to hear him say, men get checked, because that's the lesson out of all of that. Had he not gone to get checked, you know, as he said, it would probably be meeting for something different.
Yeah.
Again, our Heather Dinich is with us as well. Heather, you are so plugged in, obviously, when it comes to college football. Did anybody know the seriousness of what Coach Prime was dealing with before today?
No, not anyone outside of his very tight, close-knit circle. And he said that during his press conference, that he was so proud that there weren't any leaks about his health situation. And this came up in the middle of spring ball, and by the end of May, he had the surgery. So this was kept under wraps very well. But one of the things that stood out to me about his press conference was how positive and bright and humorous he was throughout all this. I mean, he really just truly was an inspiration in terms of being a beacon of strength and a messenger to not just men, but everyone to be able to get checked. And also his resiliency. I mean, we're talking about a man who said that he was walking 1.3 miles with bags of urine mixed with blood until he couldn't walk anymore. And so for him to be sitting there in front of the media today and say with full certainty that he's going to be back on the sideline with that porta potty, I mean, just the way he has handled this was all strength.
Yeah, and I thought about that as well, just the levity that he kept within that press conference, just a testament to his faith and also